Hello future brides, and welcome back to The Wedding Boss. Today I'm going to be sharing another wedding horror story for you, so let's get into it. When Olivia and Jake got engaged, they had one vision, a breathtaking destination wedding in the Caribbean. They spared no expense. They hired a high-end wedding planner, securing a private villa for their 50 guests and booking a well-known local caterer. It was going to be the wedding of their dreams. Now this was the first red flag that I noticed. Their wedding planner Vanessa came highly recommended online. Her website was filled with glowing testimonials, stunning photos, and impressive credentials. She promised to handle everything: flights, vendors, even guest accommodations. The only catch, she required full payment up front. This is where I saw the red flag. Though hesitant, Olivia and Jake justified it as standard for destination weddings. They wired $35,000 for the venue, catering, and decor, plus another $15,000 for flights and hotel bookings. Vanessa reassured them every step of the way until she didn't. 3 months before the wedding, Vanessa became harder to reach. Her emails got shorter, calls went to voicemail, and suddenly her website disappeared. Panicked, Olivia and Jake called the venue directly, only to hear the words that made Olivia's stomach drop. "There's no booking under your name." Frantic, they contacted the resort where Vanessa had supposedly booked rooms for guests. Same answer, no reservations, no payments made, and every vendor they called had never heard of their wedding. They had been scammed. Olivia and Jake had already sent invitations. Their guests had booked their own flights. Their dream wedding was unraveling before their eyes. Olivia and Jake had already sent invitations. Their guests had booked their own flights. Their dream wedding was unraveling before their eyes. With only 3 months to go, every venue on the island was booked solid. They scrambled to put together a last-minute wedding in their hometown, but between legal battles to recover their money, rebooking vendors, and devastated family members, the stress was overwhelming. In the end, they managed to get married in Olivia's parents' backyard with a stripped-down guest list, but the joy of the day was overshadowed by the $50,000 they'd never see again. So this is absolutely heartbreaking for any couple out there, and I'd like to say that it doesn't happen, but it does. There are people out there that scam people getting married all the time, which you would have seen in my previous video, the recent scams, and it's horrible, but there are ways that you can try and prevent it. So firstly, I never ever allow my clients to pay vendors in full up front. Always only pay a deposit, with the final amount being paid closer to the date. You always want to verify your bookings yourself with your venues and vendors. And sometimes if a deal seems too good to be true, then it probably is. If you want to find ways that you can avoid being scammed, then jump into my recent video where I discuss some of the common scams and how you can avoid them. If you like this story, then make sure you click and subscribe to my channel below and follow along for more tips, tricks, and professional wedding planning advice so I can help you along your wedding planning journey. I'll see you soon.